to work with active military officers and their families. If you go to the barracks today, you'll discover that the most disregarded families are the families of those who lost their life in the course of war or crisis. Military members. There is very low or less care for them. And that is one of the problems we have in the Nigeria settings. When you see a forceman running away from a battlefront, sorry to use this, sometimes you see that there's a robbery going on in a certain place, and you see forcemen will be there and they don't want to engage in it. It's because they already have this understanding that if anything happens to me, what happens to my family? Who take care of them? What is the compensation plan that is made by the government for everyone who lost their life on combat? So CCCON is here to fill those little gaps. And what about the widows? Many of them are roaming around Mami markets and its environment because they cannot afford to live a good life in the town. And that is why when CCCON came into existence, we decided to engage on series activities, of which one of them is the one we call free supermarket, giving food to the less privileged in the barracks and its environs. Clothing, foods, and all that. Those are the little gaps that we're out to fill. Everything boils down to humanity. Going back to St. Martin's story, the founder of Chaplaincy worldwide, St. Martin's of Tours. You can Google it if you have your phone. You see there. It was a kind venture that he did to a beggar that opened up this ministry for him. Many came, they saw him and they passed by. But he rendered that help, not knowing that he was doing it to Jesus. And he said, whatever you do to the least of my brothers, that you have done it unto me. It's all about humanity and service. Go back to his life. His encounter with Severus, how he washed the hands of that man and washed his feet. How he left the bishop's court to go and live in a cave is a life of humility. So that I am wearing this uniform or I am a chaplain general does not mean I'm a lawbreaker. Chaplains are matured people they are peacemaker. I remember there's a training we went to in Sherahis Mountain School in Jos. And after the training, we're given a badge. I think that is what caused this. My own badge, I don't know what happened to it, so it has some issues. We're told that anytime you want to engage in any physical combat, pull off the badge. Because for anyone who has attended such training must be somebody who has mastered to conquer himself. So if there is any crisis or anything going on, you as a chaplain should be a peacemaker. It was a little bit late because we went for a church program and then we closed at night. We're trying to drive out. On our way going, we saw there was a fatal accident between keke and a car. So the woman inside the tricycle was trapped because the keke was squeezed and they squeezed her inside. The keke man fell off and then